Good evening and welcome back to another episode of The Longing. And today we're going to be heading up to the caves with the moss, so that we can farm the moss a little bit in order to make moss carpets. Because who doesn't want some moss carpets? And I can't remember exactly the way, so we're gonna use the quick walk to the library because we have to go through the moss areas in order to get to the library, which means that we'll get to the moss areas. We will gather as much moss as we can before heading back down. But we are going to try and aim to be back in the little home area. Still, after 138 days, I still haven't figured out a good name for our home area. But either way, we want to be back there for our little friend the Shade's birthday, according to the countdown clock, at least. Oh, excuse me. So it should be day 35 in theory that it's the little Shade's day in terms of how many days are left on the clock. Although actually it'll probably be day 34 plus X hours. Because if it's 35 plus X hours, that'll actually be 364 days have passed. Something like that. I'll work it out. I've never been very good with all that stuff. You know, basic knowledge. Let me move the mouse out of the way. I can't remember how much moss we can get in a single trip. I think it's an alright amount. Either way, here we are. Time to collect moss. So we've got 2 right now. So 1 less moss than we have by the end is how much moss we can collect in one go. I don't know whether it's best for us to go through the door and then do what's in there before coming back out and getting the rest of this side. genuinely got no idea. There's something rather calming about all this. It is making me yawn. How relaxing it is. Let's go up the hill first. A clump of moss. Who would have thought that I would become such a competent moss picker? So that means we've picked 15 so far. Now for moss on the other side. I can't remember if there's any moss past. There is. Our little friendly drip. $22 moss. I think that means that we can collect 21 moss each time. Let's go and have a nosy in the library, shall we? I'm pretty certain there is still going to be nothing in here. But we've got a little bit of time to kill. What? There are books on the floor. What? Where did they come from? Huh? I'm really confused. Oh. Did they? Oh, they must have fallen from up there. How? Just naturally over time, I guess? Cool. A book. The cover is torn, but the pages are all alright. 36 books at home. Do you belong here, book? I better take you to a safe place. 37 books at home. What a shame to see a fine book like this on the floor. I will end this blasphemy. 38 books at home. I hope the king doesn't mind if I borrow one of his books. 39 books at home. This book will keep me company at home. Welcome, friend. 40 books at home. I'm glad we came in here now, you know. And you know what? We're going to wait right here. And I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me this evening. We're going to collect some more moss tomorrow. Possibly come back here tomorrow when we are done with the moss collection, just to have another look around, just in case. You know, we got a surprise this time. But yeah, thank you very much for joining. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon or night. No matter what time of day it is, I hope you all have a wonderful one of it. And as always, we will be back tomorrow with more of The Longing. Goodbye.